Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to another episode of the Live Pod. Today we have on Zoltan, TikTok's best opal miner. Thank you very much for joining us today, man. It means a lot. Thank you for coming down, man. We've heard a lot of really cool things, and your story is very, very different to what we've had on in the past. It's a very, I guess you could say, not a common industry that a lot of people think is cool or you can make money from or something to explore. It almost looks just like sort of goes over people's head. They don't really think about it too much. So can't wait to dive into that with you, man. So again, thank you very much for joining us tonight.
No, it's honestly a pleasure, guys. Like, massive big up. So thanks, guys.
That's all right. Now, I was good that you point that out. Like, it's very niche. You know,
yeah, 100%.
Because we usually speak to people who have either started their own business or, you know, or have had their own sort of journey. I mean, which we all do have our own journeys, but, you know, you either have whoever started their own business or doing something sort of, you know, specific. But I can't say we've ever had a miner on, which is interesting.
Yeah, no, that's a blessing, I guess. So thank you, guys. You know,
it's really cool to think. It's like, yeah, just out of the norm in terms of how normally it's like, whether it be finance, real estate, clothing, real estate, something like that. But yeah, something like this, you don't even hear about it, not even from like a monetary standpoint. You just don't hear about it in general that a lot of people do it, or it seems like something so, I guess you could say, old school in a sense, like, oh yeah, we used to do this back in the day, or like it seems so, or unforeseen. A lot of people actually don't know that there's so many different ways. I'm sure, as you know, you would have done a lot of research into it. There's not just opals, there's jade stones and all these different other things that you can mine. And it's like, it's a topic that not a lot of people actually know about. So it'd be really cool to share that with the audience.
I was going to say too, I mean, I think when the standard person hears the word mining, they think oil or, you know, all that sort of stuff too. So I think it's even good in that respect as well. And I think maybe that's why you've done so well on social media, is because there's that curiosity there of, oh yeah, what is this? What's it worth? You know?
Yeah, 100%.
I know when it comes to like diamonds and gold, and I mean, as I said to you before we started the episode, opal, I don't know an awful amount about, which I'm super keen to get into, but there's that curiosity there of, I don't know, yeah, how do you go about this? What do you do? Can you make a lot of money?
Spots
you
to
know,
look?
spots.
Do I just dig up under my house?
Yeah,
where do I have
exactly.
To go? Where do
Some
I
people
find?
have.
Where do I find
Fuck,
it?
really?
Yeah, 100%.
But yeah, if you can get us, I guess, for those who don't know, you know, a lot about you, if you can maybe just give us your sort of story, how what did you?
You were in social media management.
Yeah,
that was your thing. It's like what?
Yeah, man.
But now it's so cool that because you're using your previous work skills to now pretty much make you more money on a different platform, doing something completely different.
Yeah, man.
Which is like translating those skills to scale, which is fucking fantastic. So
100%.
yeah, so run us through sort of your story, how you went from that to polar opposite.
Yeah. So I started a business called Premier Media Management. That was the sole basis of managing different profiles for different companies. So we had a couple of big companies there at one point. One of them was Aussie 4x4.
Yep.
They were,
Oh, the actual 4x, yeah.
Yep. Us, mate.
Like PSI accessories or something like that?
Nah, we can't go into competition with PSI, all right? We'll stay low, all right? Aussie 4x4 all the way. But, yeah, so we jumped on with them. They were my biggest client overall. And that was
So that was your business?
Yeah, so not Aussie 4x4 itself, just
the marketing side of it, yeah.
So that was that you'd go in, you'd see them maybe once a week, film their content, edit their content, and post it for them?
That was the plan.
Yep.
But it so derailed so quickly. I went in there and he's like, nah, you're going to come work for me. Like, and I was like, shit, all right, I've got to still run the business. He's like, yeah, I want you here 5 days a week. This is what we want to do, and we want to like ace it. And I was like, bro, this is awesome, man. Let's do it. And so I stuck with him for about 4 months there. I got in the car to go home, and he calls me. And he goes, hey, mate, do you want to jump on the phones, make some sales? I was like, what? He goes, yeah, you want to jump on the phones for me when you come back? I was like, bro, 100%, let's do it.
So you were doing their content and he wanted you to start making sales.
Yeah, bro, 100%. So I turned myself into a bit of a wahash, you know, a bit of a beast.
Uncivilized. That's mad.
So yeah, by the end of it, man, I was doing 4 million a year in sales, just like bull bars
for them.
Yeah. So all we were doing.
Is that commission based? You'd hope so.
I love Huss, but geez, man, it was only 1%. Yeah, it was very low. It was a good retainer.
Yeah.
Good salary to stay there.
Yeah.
To do the management and everything, but
And how long were you in that sort of working with them and doing the social media stuff for?
that was 2 years straight, man.
Yep.
That was
What years were they?
So they tied you down for a while.
Sorry.
They got you there for a bit.
Oh, bro, he pinned me to the wall.
I love how you went in there doing like social media or with the intention of doing all that, and then they're just like, "Oh yeah, you're doing sales," and you're like, "Yeah."
What
fuck
was
yeah.
it? Did he ever mention to you like, hey, like, you know, you're really good at communicating, and what was it that made him go, this guy's going to be a gun at sales?
I started to brag. I was like, bro, I can beat all your sales team on the phones, bro. Like, you're doing it all wrong, bro. I can step in there and do it. And he pretty much just like, put your money where your mouth is. So I walked in there straight, like first day, I think it was like 25 grand on the phones. Like
Shit.
the average is like the cap is like 10, like push, you got to get 10 every day. That's the minimum that he expects. But then like everyone's expectation was like, man, like 5 grand was a good day for someone, you know, like
This guy just comes in, just mops everyone, bang, all right, pack up boys, you're all going home.
pretty much,
mad.
bro.
Fuck, that's funny.
Yeah.
So what years would you say that was between?
So it was about 2 years ago now.
Yeah, so like 21, 22 to like now-ish?
Yeah, so about 12 months ago. Yeah, from about now, 12 months ago, I left.
Yeah.
And yeah, that was
So,
it.
so at what point, what made you go, I'm making good money, I'm good at what I do, they love me here. What made you go, I'm going to leave. I'm going to do something completely fucking different.
I wanted more money, man.
Yeah.
So that was the step. So I was like, all right, cool. I was on, I think it was Seek. Found this job. Was mad. It was like 250 grand a year. I'm going perfect. And that was commission based with a retainer. And long story short, it ended up being a mad scam. It was awesome. Like,
I love that.
Yeah.
It ended up being a bad scam. It was awesome. It was
So,
fucking
yeah.
sick.
nah, the guy that was owning it, he was ripping off the clients and then ripping off the staff as well. So no one was getting fucking paid. It was hectic. So that was a massive big shamble.
Fuck, can you disclose anything about that in terms of like what the industry?
Yeah, what
he
sort
was
of job
doing?
was-
Yeah, fucking oath. It was Alex Hockley Lamb. Like, so, but yeah, it was just marketing. So they were going around like, it was B2B, bro. So you just like cold walk in, hey, like this is what we do. And it was just management of socials, websites,
Yeah.
like Google SEO, you name it, bro.
The whole lot.
Yeah, whole kitting and boodle. So that was hectic, man. Honestly, it was.
So how long were you there for?
I was there for probably about 5 months, man. That was mad because, yeah, like, look, he was spinning some stories to us like, oh yeah, you know, we're a fresh startup, et cetera, et cetera. So, you know, I took a couple on the chin. I said, all right, bro, I believe in what you're doing. And by the end of it, bro, like I said to him, I was like, bro, I need 4 grand so bad, bro. Like, I need some money in my account. He goes, yeah, I'll put some money in the account. So anyways, he dribs 2 grand in. I said, bro, I need the 4. So anyways, 3 or 4 days later, he puts the other 2 in. And the minute that cash went in, I just was on the phone to him. I was like, fuck you. Like, you're a piece of dead shit. Like, but that was a hectic 5 months, man, of my life. Like, I just moved the whole family down to Sydney. We got this house that was worth $630 a week. Like, that was a big jump because I was only from up the coast.
Yeah.
And obviously rent's cheaper down there.
Yeah, it would have been,
Yeah. So like I had a lot of pressure on my shoulders, and obviously there wasn't much money coming in, which was all right. You know, we can live. So I did get a bit creative there, and bro, it was so funny. We just moved the house in, so I was like, I got all these cardboard boxes, right, and I picked them up out of the back of a Good Guys bin. So anyways, they're sitting in the garage, and I was like, bro, we were going to pay for these boxes. I wonder if someone's going to pay for these boxes. So I put them up on Facebook. And the next day they sold $20. And I went, shit, oh, this works. So anyways, I made, I think it was like 100 listings of boxes, like a stock image of a box on the internet I found, like a stack of boxes. It was 50 moving boxes, $50, $20 delivery, right? Bro, within the first day, my inbox was flooding full of messages.
Fuck.
Bro, I could not keep up. So I was going to work at 7 o'clock in the morning, answering all these messages while I was at work. And at 5 o'clock, I'd knock off. I'd run to the nearest Good Guys I could find, or somewhere there was boxes, bro. They gave me a company car. So I was loading this company car full of boxes, bro. And I was going till like 2, 1 o'clock in the morning, bro. I'd just be messaging him like, hey, just leave the money in the letterbox. I'll leave the boxes underneath somewhere dry. Bro, I was fucking raking it in.
Where were you getting these boxes from Good Guys? Like
Just straight out of the bin, bro. Like,
out of the bin.
yeah, suit, tie and all, just in there, just ripping these boxes out.
Fuck, that is hustling.
That reminds me of like similar to what Gary Vee says. I'm not sure if you're a big follower of Gary Vee.
yeah.
He goes like, and he still does it to this day, where he'll go to like garage sales, baseball cards, Pokemon, cups, utensils, $10 here, $15 here. And it literally, as long as you got that cash flow, you can literally make money out of fucking anything. Like right now, if I put up a special type of nut or screw, there's someone that would freaking pay money for it.
Yeah, bro.
And it's like there's always a demand for things. We just think it's not valuable. There's value in fucking everything. He's just willing to, it's like, some people don't, so some people, what it is? It's a bit of an ego thing as well. We spoke on this last time. Some people don't want to own that. They don't want to go, no, I'm not fucking selling boxes. What the fuck? It's like, hey, it's either you want to make money or you don't.
Yeah,
like,
exactly.
they're your job. It's like you sink or swim, you make that choice. And you just like, yo, this is making me money. This is the next step in my journey. It's not here yet, but this is the stepping stone that's going to get me there. If I'm fucking selling boxes, it's an extra $100 in my pocket that I didn't have. Let's run it. So I think that's like just having that mindset of like adapting. It's like, cool, I'm not gonna complain about not having money or be in a shit situation.
Yeah,
I can own it, make an adjustment, make something out of nothing, and keep moving forward.
100%.
I just loved how there was such a high demand for fucking boxes.
Yeah, like,
but then again,
bro.
it makes sense because we moved recently, and if you go to like Fort Knox and buy boxes, it's so fucking expensive. So it makes sense.
Exactly.
You just undercut the general public or like the big retailers.
I love how you were just like almost like straight away, yep, boom, all right, stock picture on, I'm going to go fucking get more boxes, and that's that.
And how good's that? The fact that you thought about, you didn't have boxes, you said, I'll put them up, the demand is there, and I'll get.
Exactly.
It's almost like drop shipping of boxes, bro.
Yeah, bro. It was.
Just drop shipping boxes. Just fuck you, Office Works. Good guys.
100%. No, I don't know if you guys know Thomas, like Privatelli.
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah. What a,
Metaflex.
yeah. What a G, man. But we were sitting there one day and we're brainstorming this idea, and he's trying to help me work it out. Like, all right, how can we scale this thing? Because it's making me $2,000. I'm just a guy with a rental car. You know what I mean? Like, so we're working
$2,000 from boxes.
$2,000 a week. I was making
Off boxes.
Oh, consistently.
Yeah,
so I thought you just did this for like a couple of weeks.
Nah, this was like month over month, bro.
Shit.
And you were still just getting from the bin, so like 100% profit.
Yeah, I couldn't keep up. I'd be going back to the same bin the next day, and there was no box in there. Like,
What do you do then though? You just fucking.
Retail guys, oh hey, like I'm out, I'm waiting for suppliers.
No, you got to keep looking, bro. Like, I was going back to Pet Barns, bro. You name it, like any bin that I could possibly find. It was hectic.
When were you doing this? Like throughout work or like after work?
Yeah, like from 5 to like 1 in the morning, bro.
Did you ever get like fucking people working there like, oh fuck, here he is again? Or like,
Bro, I had this one guy. It was so funny. He's out the back of like this Woolies. It was like one of the cleaners or whatever, young fella. Bro, he'd be in the bin with me, getting them out for me.
that's a pisser. That is a pisser.
Yeah.
Fuck, that's nuts. That's crazy.
So then you did this, and then again, why did it stop? What was the next step? So run us through sort of the storyline of Zoltan. It's like you did the media, did the sales, got scammed by that freaking guy, started selling boxes, pretty much turned that into a business.
Yep.
What are the next steps from there?
Yeah, so that literally the next step was opal mining, man. I was like trading opal as well, just on the side, little parcels here and there. I've been selling opal for about 5 years, but really slowed off when I started moving into Aussie 4x4, and then once I got out of it.
With that, when was your? Because obviously this is a massive part of your story, the opal. When was your first run-in with?
How did that come about?
When was your first run-in with opal? How did you first learn about it?
Yeah.
And then how did it become like a part of your life where you were selling it, buying it and selling it?
Yeah, so about like 5 years ago, I was searching, just flicking on Facebook. It was like Lightning Ridge Opal. I was like, oh, what's this? And it was going for some stupid price. I was like, oh, man, this is a rock from Australia. So I started learning about it a bit, and I was like, oh, if people are buying and selling it, like, there's obviously Facebook pages for it and the rest of it. Maybe I can do this, like. So I bought a rock off a guy in Melbourne. And bro, I didn't know anything. I was the most dumbest guy. And it was a big piece of sandstone with like this really nice color on the outside. So I bought it, and it cost me like $380 or something for a piece of rough. And I'm like, oh yeah, like I did the math on it. There's like basic outline of math. You lose 80% of the weight of the stone, right? So I was like, oh yeah, I might end up with quite a large stone with this. So I got the stone, got to me, and I took it up to like a guy I knew there that was into like gold mining and cutting stones and all this other stuff. So, bro, can you help me cut this? And he goes, yeah. So he cuts it and he drops it on the saw and just like cuts it in half. It was nothing inside. So it's just like $380 straight down the drain. Like,
shit.
Yeah, fuck. All right, whatever.
So there's nothing at all.
No, there was nothing in it at all. So it was just like a.
So he scammed you, or he just was? Is that the luck of the draw with this
yeah,
industry?
100%. Like, look, not everything cuts. It's a massive big gamble. But
Sorry, mate.
no, you're right. So anyways, I went home and I was just like to my partner, I was like, all right, let's get in the car, 2 weeks time and we'll go out there. We'll go and have a look what it's all about. So that's what we did. We just straight up got in the car, drove straight out there. I had like $3 or $4 grand or something out in cash with me. And we bought up some opal and brought it home, and I was just, I cut some of it and I sold some of it still in the rough. And yeah, that's how it all come about. And I was like, geez, this is pretty profitable. I think I turned like the $4 grand into maybe like 5 or 6 or something. So it was a small gain, but bro, for somebody on their first run, like it's pretty good.
So what is it? It's a sort of stone, is it? What is it actually?
So
what is opal?
It's just silica, just glass.
So it's a type of glass.
Yeah, natural glass, like silica.
And why is there such a high demand for it?
I do not know. I think there's like a massive glitch in the matrix. I don't know who the fuck is buying this stuff, but like, bro, it just keeps selling.
It doesn't seem like it's like gold, for example, that you can melt down and reuse or utilize for something like that. So it's just interesting to see where the actual value from it comes.
With that being said, why opal? Is it like because it's based here in Australia? Is that why you sort of chose it? Is there other stones or glass that's based in Australia that can make good money as well?
Yeah. Look, gold at the end of the day, like if you want like a set job, like you go to the river, whatever, and you go and mine, you pan for gold. Let's say you get a gram of gold, it's going to be worth $100, right? That's a great job like that. But with opal, man, it's worth a lot more than what gold is. But like the superior gemstone in Australia, like obviously besides diamonds, it is black opal. And even in some cases, black opal's worth more than diamonds again. But when you're talking about like gemstones on a whole, like black opal's where you want to make your money. And that's where like the best returns are.
And when you are selling them, because I'm going to make an assumption here that you're not selling in like big blocks of opal. It's like bits and pieces, I'm assuming.
Yeah, correct, man.
So with that being said, is it like, how do people as consumers, is it like, oh, I've got a couple of pieces, let me put it in my house, it looks nice? Is it like how do like...
Nah, it's jewelry, man. Okay. It all goes into jewelry. So a lot of the market that, not personally, but a lot of the market that this stuff gets sold to is US is a massive market, China, Japan, and also Germany as well. Germans love the opal.
And I'm assuming because their work wages and stuff, let's say China are way lower, they can produce that into jewelry and still be able to make a profit in the long run off you.
No, so you'd be surprised, man. A lot of this stuff isn't lower scale at all. So there's a lot of high-end dealings, man. Like we're talking millions, man.
Yep. Fuck.
Yeah, bro, for pieces, man.
So how that...
For pieces?
Yep. Like the other day, there's a piece.
By weight? It's all by weight? Is that how it's like?
Somewhat, yeah.
Okay.
And also how, I guess because I'm assuming your
like,
colourful plays a
correct,
part, and like not, what's the word? Not density, but is it, because obviously you'd have some opal where it's sort of, mixed in with the rock, whereas you have your sort of dense pieces.
Yeah, correct. So you're looking for like the perfect gem, bro. So the perfect gem is like, it's even, I don't even know how to grade it. Like I know what it is. I can look at it and I go, yeah, that's a gem. But like, man, there's so much involved when grading opal that it's ridiculous.
So let's say I've got I found a small opal, let's say, 20-cent piece size, let's say. What's something like that sort of worth?
So there's a few variables in it. So there's multiple types out in Lightning Ridge. So you got, they're classed as crystal opal, white opal, grey base opal, and then the black opal, bro.
So that's top of the top.
Top of the top, man. So each one displays a different body tone, is what they call. So it really depends. If you got a 20-cent piece size of crystal, bro, depending on the color, depending on the pattern, depending on a few other different variables, if it's clean or not, bro, it might sell from anywhere from $50 all the way up to whatever, 10, 20 grand, bro.
Wow.
But if you
Even
got...
for that, it's so cool. Like that one size piece can have such a huge variance.
Yeah, correct.
Crazy.
It's like you might be digging for ages, and like this is one of the things that we've actually read. It's like, how do you know? Like, what's your mindset? Like the fact that you got to dig, mine. It's like you might get something really, really good, or you might make $10 off it.
I love that because, man, like, bro, you got to be a full retard to get out there and start digging, like, and chasing nothing, man. Like, man, there are boys out there that have literally spent their whole life digging and not found anything. So, like, they've spent 30, 40 years out there and found nothing. Like,
do you have a job on the side? You do it in your spare time? Like
a lot of people do.
Yeah.
I refuse to, bro, because that means I've given up. Like, I've given up on the goal and the dream if I take on a job. Because, like, man, I heard this story once. This miner had a job, and he was talking to this buyer, and the buyer said, "Oh, you're going to start mining?" He goes, "Oh, I need a shaft put down, right? Shaft's $1,500. A big drill comes and does it." And the buyer was like, "Bro, like, why do you need to pay someone? Why don't you just get out there, like, and start digging, bro? If you do a foot a day over a month, you're on the level." And this guy's like, "Oh, you know, he'd rather just work the job. It's comfortability, you know what I mean?" So I don't know. I'd rather get out there and just dig, you know.
And with that being said, the next sort of few questions we have is like, is there certain spots? Like, again, you can't just dig in certain spots. Is there, like you said, something about depth? Is there a certain depth where you're more likely to find? If I just dig like 3 meters, it's just like clay, I'm assuming. So it's like, how deep is like usually where you're gonna sort of start finding?
Yeah, so straight up, it can be found like pretty much on the surface, bro. Like the earth has pushed it up, and it can be found all the way down to like 100, 200 foot. You know what I mean? But this we can only dig as far as the water table is, right? So the water table is sitting at about 90 foot, 95 in some areas. Anything after that, it becomes way too dangerous to mine. So
what are the risks? Sorry, what are the risks with sort of going past that?
Just collapse. So the roof will collapse. Die.
Crush and die.
Yeah. So, yeah.
Got to risk it for the biscuit or
yeah,
something.
exactly, bro.
All in.
So you were selling opal here and there over the last 5 years, like you said. I think the interesting part to get into is you obviously had your job as well, and now you're solely mining, correct?
Correct.
And obviously you've had your ups and downs and your stories of how you've went and then how you've
peaks and troughs.
No, 100%.
So run us through that. I think that'd be sort of interesting. So when you just stopped working and went straight to the...
we're like, I'm doing this full time.
Yeah, I was like, pretty much I'm doing this full time. So I made that decision like after everything. Like,
how old are you at the time?
This was November last year, so I was only 25.
Wow.
This is when I was like, yeah, let's do it. So during last year, January, through about 3 months, I took a bit of time off Aussie 4x4, went up mining with one of my mates up there. And that's what really was like this is the turning point. Like, this can be profitable. We spent 3 months up there, a little bit on and off. We did about 160 grand each in 3 months.
Fuck.
Like, just digging rocks out of the ground.
So because you were so new to it, how did you know who to sell to?
So
Great question.
Yeah, the guy that I was mining with, he had a Facebook page, bro. You could put air up on the Facebook page and it'd sell within minutes, man. It was such a high demand with whatever his quality of opal was, the rest of it. So whatever we put up, it was gone within minutes, man.
So it's not like, it sounds stupid, it's not something you put on like eBay marketplace. Like, you go to people who are looking. Like, you go to the demand.
Yep, correct. Correct. Okay. That's the hardest bit with this game, bro.
Would you get your big sellers there on that stuff though?
Yeah.
Or would you really?
Yeah, there's like on that page and on
Sorry,
Facebook,
big buyers, not sellers.
yeah, buyers, yeah, 100%. Look, there's a lot of big buyers, and the internet's the best place to find anybody. So like, if you got 100 grand parcel and you know who needs it, right, it's just as quick as sending a video over and saying, "Hey, I've got it." If you've got that relationship, like the 100 grand in your bank account, see you later. Like, no doubt about it.
How are people wary about scams and that sort of thing? It's like, cool, if you tell me you got a rock, you want 100 G's for it, how do I just know that I'm going to get a rock?
Yeah. No, this industry, man, is
Scamless?
Bro, so many scams, man.
Oh.
There's so many scams. It's ridiculous, man. Especially on the internet. Like, somebody will post up a nice rock and someone who's novice will say, "Yeah, I'll buy it." And straight off the bat, like, gone. Money's gone. See you later. And
But that happens. Yeah, that just
What
happens.
if people was using like PayPal? Is that the easiest? Is that the
just
safest
PayPal.
way?
Yeah, see you later. Like, they'll just put it in PayPal. But even PayPal has its flaws, bro. Sometimes people don't get money back. Like, there's a scam the other day. One of my buyers got involved in. There's a woman selling what was a deceased estate, which was their father's so-called opal collection. And he ended up buying about 10 grand's worth from this woman. She had all the videos. Everything was like Mickey Mouse. This guy's not a novice person. He's been in the industry for 30 years. Bro, see you later, 10 grand gone, bro.
Fuck.
Can't get it back. Like,
Was it all fake?
yeah, the whole profile, everything, bro. Like,
She had no rock. She had nothing.
Probably
had
wasn't even a
nothing, bro.
she. Probably just was fucking some guy. Just do you reckon?
Yeah.
Yeah, fuck.
yeah,
That's nuts.
don't want to assume, but
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, it's like, yeah, but who
In
knows?
that
Could be a fucking
situation, man, it's
13-year-old boy in fucking.
It's like, how the fuck do you know? Like, it's like you just
can't.
Nah.
It's just Russian roulette, really. It's
It
like
is.
You just don't know.
But like, look, to avoid any Russian roulette and everything, like, man, I've had to build a good rapport with a lot of buyers and make sure that like they know, hey, they know who I am, they know what I deal in, they know where I'm mine, they know I'm legitimate. So I always provide like what it is, and a lot of miners will do that too. So they've got their customer basis, which are these buyers.
So
100. Sorry, I just want to go back to the 160 grand
Yeah.
in 3 months, which is fucking nuts.
Yep.
I remember you looked like you lost your train of thought.
No, I was just thinking. I was like, fuck. So 3 months, 160 grand
It was 320 split
between
between two.
split between both of you, which is crazy.
You want to know something interesting as well?
Mm.
By the end of the 4th month, it was all gone.
That's
bro.
what I was just gonna say. Yes,
I
I've seen
blew
it.
it.
I've
Yeah.
seen it on your
We-
socials. How
yeah.
the fuck does that happen?
Bro, just shitloads of degeneracy
The whole 320 grand.
between the two of us. Yes,
Fucking hell.
gone.
What did you
Just
do with
like-
it?
Partying,
just like-
partying, shitloads of
160 grand.
Recreational drugs,
Yep.
just like chilling.
you name it. It was
Holiday, any like go anywhere, buy
Yeah.
anything fancy.
not too much fancy stuff. Just,
Like
bro.
160 grand. That's a fucking like.
Yeah,
that's
it's a lot of money, bro.
that's a massive like Europe trip.
Yep.
Fuck.
100%. It went very quick, bro.
Shit.
And, yeah, that was a lot of fun, bro. That was a massive business like learning curve for me too.
Did you find that a lot of it went on things that you wouldn't think would add up? Like, oh, let's go for dinner. Like you just don't need it to cook.
Yeah.
Just keep going for dinner. It's like I just spent $2,000 on dinners in a week or $3,000 on dinners. Like, where the fuck? It's like
Yeah,
over a couple
100%.
of months, like I just spent almost fucking $50,000 on dinners. Like
100%. Yeah, like, bro, like I lived in Port Macquarie, right? And I was like to my partner, I was like, oh, Steve-O's coming, to Steve-O, like he's coming to Port Macquarie, let's go see him. So it was like $5,000 just to go see Steve-O. So we spent it on the Penthouse Bridges Hotel there and whatever, and we went out and just pissed it up.
Hang on. Steve-O's in Steve-O.
Like, yeah, like Jackass.
Jackass Steve-O.
Yeah, just to go see him. Like, bro, we had a house. Like,
What the fuck?
100%. Like, Steve-O comes and plays at the Glass House or whatever. So I was like, yeah, let's go. So it's like, we get the Penthouse at the Ridges, and then we go to the Hatted restaurant down the road or whatever. We go and put a couple of grand through the pokies and have a good night and whatnot.
and then it's like a $30,000 weekend.
That was $5,000 like night, bro. And then you're just
Fucking hell.
bro, that's just degenerate. You know what I mean? Like, times have changed.
And
Fuck.
I don't mean this with any disrespect, but it's really cool that you're so self-aware of that now. Like in the time, it would have just been like, oh, cool, this is fun. This is what I want to spend my money on. Money's coming through, gangster. But the fact that now you're so self-aware and go, fuck, that was actually some really shitty choices. And like, if I was in that position now, that money would probably be making me more money, or like it'd just be spent so differently. I feel like that in itself. And I feel like, and we spoke about this with even Damian. We had a guy on the podcast last week. Business went sour or something like that over 9 mil. And he goes, you know what? Everything happens to me, not for me. So everything happens for me, not to me. And it's like, that's how you're seeing it now. It's like, yeah, I lost 160 G's, but it's like, you're not dirty about it. You're like, well, now this is the lesson I learned from that. They're like, now applying to future endeavors or future money coming in to make a better choice and make that money last me longer or make it work for me instead.
Yeah, exactly, man.
Rather than just beating yourself up and going, oh, I'm a fucking idiot.
100%.
Did you struggle with that? Did you, when you...
No, not one bit. I
so
did
you
not.
didn't spend the 160 grand and think, fuck, what did I do? Or
Look, I did think like, where did it go? But then I started adding it up very quickly, and I was like, yeah, like I had the bank, like the bank statement for the quarter or whatever it was, or for the half year. And I looked at it, and I even sent it to Dylan and Thomas. I was like, boys, look at this, like. This is fucking dumb. And Dylan's just like, bro, and yeah.
oh fuck! I love it. You're just like,
Dylan would have been like, bro, what the fuck?
Yeah, 100% he was. But times
he also would have turned around and be like, fuck, it would have been a good time. Yeah, Dylan-
He would have seen both sides.
yeah, he would have fucking loved it. Oh, that's funny. That is a
100%.
piss off.
No, it was good fun.
Fuck. Yeah, I'm just like, yeah, that's crazy. But I love how you're just so, it was 160 grand.
Accepting.
I lost in almost a month. Fucking, it's crazy.
You don't just sit on it. You're not dwelling. You're not going, oh, I could have. I should have. It's
No.
like, it happened. This is the lesson I learned. This is now how I would improve upon that same situation if it came again.
Yeah.
So then what?
So put out like ground zero, like what? Like,
Yeah.
you don't mind,
Ground
what
zero,
you
I was back on the phone to Huss, like, hey, bro, I'm coming back to work. Like, you know, so we went back to an Aussie 4x4. But I did spend a little bit of that stuff wisely. I bought the dead dog claim, which is what I film on for Instagram. So I spent $8 grand
dog.
There. Dead dog is the field.
Yep.
So that's what they call it.
Yep.
So I did spend some money on that. And then, I just left it on the back burner. It was just registered. It was my claim. And then, once all this shit hit the fan in Sydney, I was just like, said to my partner, I was like, you guys go back up to Port Macquarie, stay with the family. I'm just going to head out there. I'm going to start digging and I'll meet you out there. And she's like, all right, cool. So she 110 supported us on that. And we just went for the hills with it.
What state were you born in?
Sydney, man.
Oh, so you're born in Sydney.
Which part of Sydney?
Hornsby, bro. So then, straight. Yeah. Sorry, boys.
Fine. I'm just saying sorry.
So back to sort of the money side of things, and obviously because like this is the big thing. If we're being open here, it's like we all get into business to make a fuckload of money, to live healthy, free, financially free lives. That's what we want to do.
Correct.
And spend $5 grand to see Steve-O.
Bro, I was like, I'm going, bro, I was like, bro, I hope.
I love how you're just like, I love how you're just like, yes, what do you do? You go fucking see Steve-O.
Yeah, bro. That's what I mean. That was the level of degeneracy. Like, I had a house. Like, we could have just, went seen Steve-O, got in the car, went home. You know what I mean? I was like, nah, but we'll get the penthouse. We'll go and have a dinner, like, go to the pokies, whatever.
So now, because you're still mining, you're doing it full time, how does it work from like a cash flow standpoint? So let's say, okay, found some, I've just sold to Michael 10
Yeah, that'd
grand.
be tricky.
So, okay, I've got 10 grand, which is great, but it's like that'll, again, as a, I guess you could say, smart human being, man now who knows how to spend their finances, that'll last me, let's say, 2 months, let's say, or a month with all my bills and stuff paid. It's like, how do you go about sort of managing, okay, it's like, you don't know when the next sort of lump of money's coming in, or if it's going to be $20 or it's going to be 30 grand for this rock. How do you go about sort of managing that?
Look, this is one of the hardest businesses I've ever.
I could imagine.
100%. And man, sometimes I don't even know how to manage it, bro. Honestly, because to fund a lot of this stuff. So if I find something in the ground, which this year it hasn't been much, man. Honestly, so I've had to really rely on buying and selling, bro, and flipping a lot of stuff. But when I find something, bro, the minute I find something in the ground, money just goes back into that operation, whether that be diesel, petrol to get back out there, running costs, tools, you name it, bro. Like,
what do the overheads look like for something like that?
Yeah, if you had to average it, like let's say per week, is it $5,000? Is it $200?
And just like even if you run us through the main overheads.
Yeah. So for the scale of mining I'm doing, it's on the smaller side, bro. So I'm trying to keep my costs very, very low. So I'm using a smaller generator, smaller jackhammer. Exactly.
Keep the profits high, yeah.
Exactly. So the aim of the goal in this game is to just move dirt, right? Move dirt, don't die. A very simple equation. But if you're using a smaller jackhammer, smaller equipment, you move less dirt, right? But there are boys out there that are running what they call blowers, which is like a vacuum, bro. Sucks up the dirt up out of the ground. And they're using quite large diggers underground, quite a large operation. And those operations cost about $5,000 a week. So where I'm pushing about $500 to $800 a week just to, one, get out to Growan, run the operation out there, get home.
And how long do you sort of stay out there for at a time?
Half a day.
Yep.
Yeah. Sometimes maybe 2-3 hours and I'm done because I've found what I need to. But yeah, 100%.
And is it like a, let's say I've dug, let's say easy numbers, I dug 1 meter, I found something. And then is it sort of usually like if I got to 1 and I found something, at 2 there will be some, it's like could be some here and then nothing, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and then at 8 there's something. Or
is there a pattern to it?
Yeah, or is it like just like scattered, like you just, it's like potluck?
Somewhat it's potluck, bro. But obviously you're not digging down, bro. You're digging across the level. So if you're at 30 foot, you're digging 30 foot. Or you're chasing the level, whichever way it goes. If it dips down, bro, you're following a roof that slides down, right? But if I dig 1 meter in and I find good color, bro, I expect there to be something else around it, of course.
And then you dig horizontally.
Yeah, you just keep following it, bro. You just gotta
So
pay.
how far down do you go before you go across?
So currently the claims we're on are like 24 to 34 foot at the moment, but man, there's some claims out.
People who don't know, like myself, quickly, what's that in meters?
Shit, I don't like 9 meters. I think it is.
Okay,
Yeah.
cool. Fuck,
9, 18.
deep,
Yeah, 27 foot. So yeah, 9 meters.
Wow. So you've gone 9 down, and then you're going like how many across? You said usually per.
Yeah, correct.
So it's like 9 down, and then how many that way?
Sorry, 50.
Fuck.
So you get a 50 by 50 meter claim.
Yeah.
It's a very, very small mining operation, bro. That's all they give you out in Lightning Ridge.
So you've got to claim certain spots and areas. You can't just go out and just dig.
No, man. No.
Wow. Okay.
Yeah, so it's all with the New South Wales Mining Department. And it's all above board.
Shit, okay.
Do you need a license to mine?
Somewhat, yeah. They call it a license, but you just jump on their computer and they run through like a Zoom call for a day. Like there's not even one question, bro.
Yeah.
Like,
Okay, so I thought it was just like that was going to be my next question. Is like, where do I go? Like, do I just literally just like, cool? There's a bunch of land here. Let me just start digging.
Yeah.
Or is there certain like spots that like the New South Wales like government or whatever was like sort of like, okay, here you can.
Yeah.
Here's prohibited. Here's private land.
Yeah. So it's like one big swindle out there, bro. So the farm owner, right? He owns the land that the opal's on. The government will come along, lease the land from the government, and then us as the independent miners will come and lease it from the government.
And so they lease the land off the farmer.
Correct. And
The
then
government leases the land off the farmer.
correct, and then we come through and,
And
we
then
lease
you
it off the
lease it
government.
off the government.
Correct.
Some fucking lease scheme.
Yeah. Apparently, that subletting's not legal. You know what I mean? So
So if you were to go directly to let's just say, because most farmers would obviously have their land leased and the government would then lease it to people like yourself.
Mm-hmm.
Can you go to another farmer and lease their land secretly if you feel like it's sort of a good spot to mine and to start digging?
look, you could go there and have a go, but the fines and the complications that would come
Oh,
with
so
that.
you would get fined.
Oh, massive, bro.
Really?
Like, yeah, it's quite a big fine. Like,
Why is that? Because they just want control over everything.
yeah, correct. So there's a lot of things. They call it environmental.
Yeah,
right?
it's bullshit.
Yeah,
It's
it's
the fucking
bullshit.
needed
Correct.
money.
Correct.
Now, sort of from here, it's like, okay, so we're managing. So is it just like, because you said you don't know when sort of the next big sum of money's coming, is it sort of just about just keeping the costs low? Well, like what happens, for an example, if this week, let's say you only sell $50 worth of stuff. Let's just say, for an example, you got no savings. It's like, is that it?
Yeah.
Like you just have to just keep digging from there to make your next dollar?
No, so we sit on stock, bro. So at the end of the day, like we hold stock as like opal as an asset, right? So if need be, we can sell it real quick.
Yep.
I don't care if I have to sell something at a loss to keep moving forward, bro. Like, it
And
has
is
to
that
happen.
is that sort of, sorry for interrupting, is that sort of your cash in the bank?
Yeah, man.
Yeah.
100%. So that's our cash in the bank when it comes to it. So we just sell if we need to, but we're happy to hold on and get the right price for it when it needs to.
Cash flow, I guess.
Yeah, correct. It's just cash flow, bro. It becomes hard. This industry is very, very hard because, man, like you can't ever have enough cash, bro. There's a lot of people coming to you like that. If you buy opal, bro, there's a lot of people coming to you trying to swindle and buy and like sell their stuff at the same time. So, like, if I had $100,000, I guarantee I could spend that in a day very, very easily, bro. Like,
On opal.
no shit, man. If I had $1 million, I could spend it in a week easy, like straight up.
As like on fun stuff or on opal?
No, like on opal, bro.
Yeah.
So just
And
to
fun
buy-
stuff.
Yeah, there's just a little bit.
I'm
Like-
seeing Steve-O again.
Yeah. You heard of Baccarat? No.
$1 million, you could fucking, yeah, wow. Yeah, so and if you don't mind getting into it, because obviously, let's just say a standard business, for example, might have $100,000 in the bank as their sort of capital
Yep.
cash flow type situation. What's a safe amount to be holding in opal when you're doing something like this?
Bro, whatever you can get your hands on, man. It's just got to be a safety net. Like,
Yeah, but is like $200 enough, or does it have to be like $5,000?
Like
No,
I feel comfortable around the 15, 20 grand mark,
Okay.
bro.
Yeah.
100%. Like I can move operation pretty quickly if I need to. Like if shit hits the fan one week, and I think we're getting to the point where shit's hitting the fan. No, we haven't sold anything big in about 3 weeks. So when the point comes where like, all right, shit, there's no actual cash in the safe. Like we gotta go and like liquidize everything and make some money. You know what I mean?
Yep.
So how does it, like, I just, in terms of like, it's not obviously not seasonal because it's a rock, but how do you have times where it's good and times where it's bad? Like, what are the factors
Is
there?
it just like based on where you're digging and like literally like that's it?
Why someone's shit and someone's bad? Because you think it's rock. At the end of the day, it's rock. So you just, you dig. You'd think, I personally think with something like opal or whatever, you'd you dig a certain amount, you find a certain amount. It's almost like preset out. You could almost preset out like,
Yeah.
oh, if I'm digging this much, I'll find an average of this much.
Yeah, so that sorry, just to go back to the seasonal thing.
Yeah.
It is seasonal.
Oh, it is seasonal.
Yeah, so only through winter. Like, yeah, like us boys will pump it through summer, but bro, we start work at 8 o'clock at night. We will go through till 1 o'clock because it's just too hot out there, bro. It cooks the generators, cooks everything, bro. You name it. But with the like getting volume over a square meter, right? So like if you have a set amount per square meter that you're getting out, you really can't do that, bro. Like you can't work on that average at all. If you could, bro, like BHP or like Rio Tinto would have been in there and done it on a large scale already. But there's so many like variables, man. It's ridiculous. Like
That could affect it.
yeah,
So
correct.
from a business standpoint, again, as you know, as we said, like we have goals, we want to scale to 500 million, whatever it might be. How do you go about sort of predicting or like generally sort of setting goals? Like, cool, this year I made, my 320 grand, let's say in that year, let's just say. How do I know I'm going to make more this year? Or it's not, like you just don't know?
You really don't know, bro. So it is a massive big gamble. It honestly is. Like you're taking a punt on yourself, bro. Every year after year. But you can kind of like decrease that kind of variable by obviously being on good ground. There are like you know when you're on good ground, bro. Like you've done your due diligence on prospecting. The 9-inch drill, making sure that there's material down there, and obviously as well, just like making sure that you're a couple of steps ahead, bro. So like obviously if you're running bigger gear, you're just like, all right, cool. We need to make sure that we've got backup gear for it. We've got more ground as well. So if we punch through this 50 by 50 in 6 months, then next year we can do the same again. Like there's a lot involved. Like
I think based on what you're saying in the numbers, like because the numbers aren't always going to be consistent in terms of cash flow, I think personally, I'm not sure if you guys do or it's common, it's like use some of that capital to whether it be buy real estate or buy something else or put it into something else as well. So then you can use that equity or that cash flow to keep backing yourself into this to keep it going. Because like you said, you don't just want to burn yourself out to ground zero.
Yeah.
And go, cool, I've got $20 in opals and I've made 100 grand and now I'm still back at ground zero.
Yeah, the smart miners do that, bro.
Yep.
Stocks as well. But a lot of the dumb miners will just sink the money straight back into the operation and then enough it'll be gone.
I think with any business, it's always good to put money back in.
And diversify.
Like, exactly.
Yeah,
right.
correct,
It's like
man.
if I made 100 grand, I put 95 back in. I'm left with 5 grand, and then I lose all that. I haven't got anything to give me cash flow. It's like I'm now pretty much jobless.
Yeah, correct, man. It's happened plenty of times, bro. And this isn't like an industry where, like no other, bro. There's no other industry like it out there. So you're talking about guys that go out to the desert, they hit 10, 20 million, and then bro, it's just like they don't know what to do with 10, 20 million. If there was an advisory bro out there, it'd make a shitload of money, bro. Like, because
what do you think is, you said, the next sort of most common stone? Or are they all sort of mined the same way? Whether it be black opal, the other colours, or just any other stones or glass in Australia? Are they all sort of mined the same way? It's like 50 by 50 or whatever, like you said.
somewhat, bro. There's obviously you got your black opal, bro, up in Lightning Ridge. That's 50 by 50. Coober Pedy is another place. They get a lot of white opal, bro, and it's like, man, it's everywhere. You know what I mean? So it's not as valuable as what it is out there. But then you got Boulder opal, bro. It's Queensland Boulder opal. Those operations are done completely different again. So like instead of 50 meters by 50 meters, you're talking about leases that are 50 kilometers by 50 kilometers. So you're getting quite large leases up there. So it's a lot of open pit.
2 questions. Would it be worth diversifying in the sense of, for example, you said white opal is a lot easier to find. Is that what you said?
Not easier. It's the same, bro, but it's more common.
Okay. So let's just say it is easier to find. Would it be worth sort of, or how easy is it to diversify? So I'm going to do a couple of months of this because I can get some cash flow because I'm going to find it easier, and then I'll go to black opal, which is a lot harder, but I'm going to make more money on it and like sort of, again, use that money to put into that. Or is that not really how it works? You have to sort of just pick one and sort of run with it.
So
because you've got your lease and that sort of thing.
Yeah, so it's like you got your lease, bro, but like black opal's down in Coober Pedy, but it's rare as hen's teeth down there. But white opal, grey opal, crystal opal, it's all a byproduct of chasing black opal. So you get it along the way. Doesn't matter. Like you can have a gun claim that'll have produced black. You'll just pick up shit along the way too. Like,
and when you're mining, which one do you specifically look for? or just opal in general? as
Just
a whole?
anything, bro.
Okay.
At this point.
Okay, yeah. So that's what I was gonna say. Is it like if I'm looking just for black and I see something else,
Yeah.
you still pick it up and go,
Yeah,
"Fuck,
of
I'm gonna
course,
make some
bro.
money."
It's all diesel money at the end of the day. Everything sells. Everything's got to buy for it, right? So doesn't matter. Like especially, I don't know if you've seen that TV show. It's like Outback Opal Hunters, bro.
No, I actually haven't.
No, it's bro, go and watch it. Aussie
Good.
icon, mate. But yeah, after that show come out, man, it's really helped the industry. So a lot of hobbyist cutters, and that's where a lot of this lower grade stuff goes to the hobbyist cutter and just a guy trying to mess around with the industry.
I just like, I guess, being in real estate, I always often ask where people see value in things. And I think I was just asking myself this whole episode, like, fuck, why do people pay so fucking much for glass, you know? And it's probably, I'm assuming, because of its scarcity and it's difficult to find.
Yeah, correct. It's difficult to find. Obviously, there's been some kind of a swindle along the way, just like what diamonds was. You know, it's a perception thing. But at the end of the day, it is hard to find, bro. It's rare. Like, you know, like I was saying before, guys go their whole life without finding anything.
And obviously you have stuff where and this is a massive argument, you have stuff now where you've got labs that make diamonds, yeah?
Yeah, correct.
And that's completely changed the diamond industry. I know for a fact, you know, that a lot of people are sort of swaying more now to paying, say, $20,000 for an engagement ring or a wedding ring, for example, with lab-made diamonds as opposed to a higher-end ring. Is that stuff happening with opal?
Not in that sense. Yeah, there are synthetic products. It's called Gilson. But that stuff, like, it's not worth anything, bro. So that's why it's in a sense it's a good thing, because the knockoff stuff like doublets, triplets, Gilson, it's all black opal's superior to it all. So
is it easy to distinguish like from that to the real stuff, or not really? It's
Not-
the same as the lab diamonds, because they're at the point now where you can't even tell the difference.
Yeah, some Gilson is very hard, bro.
Yeah.
Like it'll catch you out, bro. But yeah, I don't know. For the novice, like 99% of the time you'll get stung. But yeah. So.
And I think sort of another question is, you've been in the industry now for a few years, obviously with a really good concept of mining and all that sort of stuff. And, you know, with everything around us, there's a future for it. Let's just say laptops, for example, there's AI hologram, you know, goggles coming out now. So that's the future of that. In terms of the mining business, not just with opal, but with gold, whatever it is. Let's use opals as an example.
Mm-hmm.
What do you think the future looks like in the sense of technology that can be associated with it, or, you know, what does the future look like for the mining industry?
Or it just added to, even as from the standpoint of, because it's like you don't know, like, does it run out? Is it like, how scalable is it? Like, there's no product, there's no predictability with it.
Yeah, correct. So there's no predictability about it. But look, the sense of it running out, I don't think it can. There's plenty of ground out there that the government hasn't.
A lot of dirt.
Yeah, they haven't bought, so that we can't prospect. You know what I mean? So it's never going to run out. But in the sense of technology in the industry, bro, we need technology in it, because it hasn't changed for almost 100 years how we mine. Like, we dig a hole, we go down and we start we start jackhammering it out. It's like we need a serious change. There needs to be some kind of guy that comes through and innovates things and moves forward. So,
and what, you know, because one of my favorite sayings in business, or one of my favorite examples was, the person in the gold rush who made the most money was the one selling the shovels.
Yeah, correct.
You know?
Correct.
So it's like, fuck, almost in an industry like this, imagine creating something and imagine selling it to you. Like, would you pay, you know, based on the amount of money you make, would you pay like $300,000-$400,000 for a thing that might be able to just track it for you and just like, yeah, Paul, this is where it is?
Yeah. So there have been boys out there that have tested it. So there's like a radiation gun, so you can put it to dirt and figure out what is it mineral content in it. Because if you can figure out how opal's formed, we know where it is. You know what I mean? It's easier to find. So there have been boys out there that have mucked around with it, tested with it, and look, there was no actual study done on it, like
whether it was documented. Effective.
Yeah, exactly. So I don't know. It's a hard one, man. Honestly, because like I'm in the same mindset as you. I'd love to be able to sell. Like,
the shovel.
Yeah, the shovel, bro. Then go dig for it, bro. Like, tell you that right now.
Now, for you, what's your next step in your technically your business?
Yeah. No.
Is it getting people under you that dig and then they get a cut? Is it, how do you plan on like scaling this to, make, let's say 2x what you 5x what you're making now? What does it look like in the next couple of years for you?
Bro, I love that question, man. I'm so excited. The next step for me is I'm working on it. So don't
Touch wood.
Yeah, touch wood, right? But
you don't have to say if you don't want to.
No, all right, we will. But hang on a minute. No. So we're looking to crowdfund the investment of a prospecting lease from my followers, right? So we're gonna obviously give back back to the individual that supports it, right? So essentially, each hole to get done out in the desert's $150, right? So a 9-inch auger drill, pop it down on a prospecting lease, and over 2 months we can probably do about 180 of them, right?
180 holes
over 2 months. So if I can find 180 investors at $150 each, and let them know, hey, like whatever comes up off that drill is yours. So it might be, hey, look, you get nothing. Once again, it's a bit of a gamble.
How does that make you more money if they're just
because they're paying for the holes to be dug?
Yeah, they're paying for me to be put on the opal. So like at the end of the day, it's not just me, like as well. It's
a investment standpoint from them as well.
For them as well. So it's not only just the fact that I'm going to be able to find the land, find what's going on. It's also going to be, I'm going to give back to them as well. So give up a couple of leases so that it's like, hey, like, look, this is where it is. Raffle them off to them. Just say, look, it's just a luck of the draw. Like, bro, if we found $1 million, like, whatever, $30-40 million patch, and you've got a claim there, bro, like you're set for life. You know what I mean? It's the same thing that way. And obviously as well, I'd love to name the field after someone who helped invest and find it. You know what I mean? So that'd be the way to do it.
Yeah, that's exciting. It's very exciting.
100%. So we're just in the process of
and
tearing
now,
that off.
Yeah. And now you said you pretty much got a partner at the moment you sort of do it with, or is it just you?
It is now just me.
Yeah, okay.
So in this industry, there's a lot of, you'll see it all the time. Best mates will stab each other in the back after years and years of, going hard together.
Yeah, that was going to be my next thing. It's like, let's say you and I going together, sort of digging this hole together. But it's like, let's say at the point in time, it's like, I find it. It's like,
and Cream stabs you in the back.
do I just go, oh, cool, this is my 100K now, I'm going to sell this? Or it's like, we're both out there in this hole together. You just have to split it equally.
Yeah, you can split it equally, man. But at the end of the day, like, a lot of people are just dogs out there, bro. Like, obviously, I've got a tight-knit community of people around me. We're all on the same level, bro. Like, we're out there looking for rocks in the desert, you know what I mean? We're not money-hungry driven in that sense where we're looking to just belt each other over a few grand, you know what I mean? So it's hard, bro, because there's so many stories, bro. Best mates, they go for it for years, man, looking for it, and they finally hit it, and they just, one guy will stab the other one in the back for something,
Sounds about right.
What would your piece of advice be to anyone wanting to get into the mining of opals?
Yeah.
What are the first steps? How do we get involved? What to look for? What to look out for?
Yeah, I'd first off go for a trip out there. Just take a look before it's a different world out there. But if you're keen, bro, just get 20 grand together and just go out there. Find somebody who has a proven claim already that's already been half dug out. They've pulled money out. Just buy it off them. Go down there and start. At least get your feet wet in it and learn what's going on because there's a lot involved. It's not like concreting where you can go to a concreting company and learn how to do it. Like you really got to self-teach, ask questions, and it's a pretty secretive society out there.
And when you're in that hole, what is it like when you're in that hole? Is it like using your hand, you're digging through things, or just shovel? When you're in that hole, what's it like?
It's just straight up, just jackhammer, loud noise, maybe some music pumping in the background, and you're just trying to chase opal. So you're dropping what they call faces, man. So
how do you know? When you found something.
You'll know. It'll be bright in the wall. So, you'll just see it in the wall, bro.
Yep. Eureka.
Yeah, Eureka, pretty much, bro. But yeah.
I just want to go back to the comment where we were talking about, Krim was saying whoever goes down into a hole expecting to find something is a crazy person, or what you do now is you're digging for something that if you do hit it, it's a great reward, but it may not be there. You're just going to keep digging.
Yeah, bro.
It's like, it's a massive reflectant on life, and that essentially that's what people like us do as well. We dig those holes until, with a goal to find something.
Yeah.
We might not find it, or we might find it if we keep digging, so.
I feel like that it's almost like a metaphor.
It's
that
a
can be
metaphor,
applied. It's like,
yeah.
you know, whether you be doing cold calls, like you might call 5,000 people, nothing. You might do 5,001 and make, you know, your 25 grand sale or whatever it might be. It's like you just don't know where the opal's going to be. I feel like that's the sort of metaphor.
Or like a clothing brand, you might.
You got to keep chasing
4
bro,
years
100%.
and
I feel whether it be posting content, whether it be making cold calls, whether it be digging, it's like in whatever industry you're in, it's like we always say, it's like just keep going. You don't know when that turning point's going to be.
Yeah, exactly, bro.
Everything's like just a thing of compounding. It's almost like compounding interest. Everything just compiles, and you hit a point where like you just get there.
I thought it was just funny. I think it was good to add because like there's a lot of like life lessons in it. You know,
Resilience. That's the biggest
exactly.
thing.
100%, man.
Yeah.
Like it's definitely a test from God. Like, you know what I mean?
100%. Like imagine you had the same attitude towards like, you know, an actual business that, you know, was more structured. And like, fuck. Just,
100%.
you know, take on the world. Just obviously quickly before we wrap up, run us through like the, you know, obviously you posted videos on social media and that's had, you know, a good sort of
Heaps of traction.
heaps of traction. How did that all sort of happen?
I don't know, bro. Like honestly, nah. Look, I seen what the market was doing, bro. Like you got to look at social media like a stock market, bro. You got to see where the attention's going, and I can't take all the credit for everything I do. Obviously, there was another guy before me, hundreds, bro, doing, you know, the day one of something. You know what I mean? Day two. So I'm not the first guy to invent that. I'm also like not the first guy to invent, you know, without a fucking clue. So that's the catchphrase. That's what clicks on. But I seen that obviously open mining works. Discovery Channel has a whole TV show about it.
Yeah, it interests people.
Yeah, exactly.
It does, yeah.
So why can't I do this on a smaller scale?
Exactly.
Yeah. And bro, it just
took off.
Yeah, it took off, bro. The whole reason I started this journey on Instagram and TikTok, it wasn't to grow popularity or to grow a basis to sell on. It was purely just documenting my process. Like, just I wanted somewhere that I could go, all right, this was the journey, bro. So that, you know,
This is what I did. This is what I went through.
Exactly.
The good, the bad, the ugly. What I found, what I didn't.
Throughout everything over the last few years, your sales job, your, you know, buying and selling, you're buying your $300 rock, nothing in there. What have you been
Boxes.
Losing 160 grand in a fucking in a month.
Wait, I will add this to it real quick. It was bad,
Here we
man.
fucking go.
This wasn't my fault, bro. But the other day, I lost about 50 grand's worth of opal. Like someone broke into my house, stole 50 grand.
Fuck.
Swear to God. So there's 210. Like, you know, yeah.
Somebody
Fuck, that's no good. How do you sort of, does that shit get you down or not really?
It did, bro, because some of it wasn't my money. You know, I had investors involved in some. I had some opal that I was running for somebody, so it wasn't even my opal. I was just selling it for them. And
Opal dealer.
yeah, don't worry, bro. It's exactly the same. But yeah, it really got us down, bro, because like these boys who trusted me, and I've built these relationships with these individuals. For me to pick up the phone and say, "Hey, bro, like it's missing," it really fucking killed me, bro. Because like, man, these are the
relationships dropped. It's like
Yeah.
scrunch paper. You can never get it back to where it was.
Exactly, bro. So yeah, it's all been like I'm very blessed that the boys that got done with me on it are very close mates, and they just said to me like, "Look, just get yourself sorted, get everything sorted, get back on top of where you are, and move forward." And we're slowly getting there, bro. So we're getting to the point where we can cover our debts on this stuff, and you know, keep the mining operation going, make sure the family's fed, make sure everything's going. Like, you know, it was
Important stuff.
Yeah, bro, 100%. So that was a big learning curve. The other one, like I had another guy involved. I sold him a 15K parcel of rock, and he said to me, "Oh, look, bro, I just don't think this is what I'm after." Right? I was like, "That's cool, bro. Like this guy's bought hundreds of thousands from us, bro. So that's cool, bro. Do you need me to sell it for you?" He goes, "Bro, you do that, right? Take it. You've paid for it. Take the rock back. Sell it." So okay. And then he adds to it, "You know what? Actually, swap it. I want rough opal." I said, "Bro, I can get you a 15 grand parcel of rough opal." And he specifically said, "I want this specific type of opal, right? Come from Weewara." It's like, "Yeah, we can do that for you." And anyways, that parcel was there, bro. And that was one of my key buyers, bro. And he pretty much just turned around to me. I told him, he goes, "Just fix the bill up." I said, "Yeah, of course, bro." So I've been chipping away and obviously getting his rough opal together, and he was out there a couple of weeks ago. So come over to mine, man. We're gonna get stuff sorted. I got 5 grand's worth of opal there. I'm going to bring the other 10 down to you in a couple of weeks. He goes, yeah, that's fine. And I said to him, like, bro, it's been a rough couple of months, you know, we're having a good conversation. He's also a mate, you know. And he says to me, bro, just stop for a second. I said, yeah, what's up? And he goes, I want to clear all this debt. I want you to say thank you. And I just want to wipe this all done. Bro, just take the 15 grand and move on. I said, bro, I can't do that. It's not my personality. I was fighting with him over it. He goes, just do it. I was like, all right, whatever. I was coming down in 2 weeks anyways. I was going to give him the 15 grand regardless, just to get him off my back. And about 2 days later, he sends me a video of him talking. He's in the office. Right? He goes, hey, Zoltan, look, I just think the best thing for us to do is just to cut ties here and we move forward on something else, you know, and we go our separate ways. And look, I just don't really want to buy anything from you until next year. That's pretty much just like a go fuck yourself, you know.
Really?
Yeah, so that was a fucking joke, you know. But you got to look at the good out of everything. And some junkie got high, so you got to look at that. Whatever, you know, he's probably battling some fucking demons of his own. So, but yeah, that was hard, bro, because that cost me a lot of money to set that.
Yeah, if he's one of your big buys as well.
Yeah, and then making you run around and then you losing on it.
So that I don't know, bro. You can't get down. You just got to keep digging, you know. But
Yeah,
it's like everything happened to me. So everything happened for me, not to me.
Yeah, exactly,
it's like,
bro.
Learn from it. Yeah. What happened? Why did they go sour? How do we improve upon it?
Bro, exactly, man. And that's how I looked at it, bro. It wasn't even like the fact, oh shit, there goes my biggest buyer. It was like, what bigger buyer am I going to replace him with now?
That's it. One door closes, another one opens.
Exactly, bro. You know, and he's a top bloke, like, bro. I got high respect for him, bro. Like, even before all this happened, bro, we'd sit there and we'd just have mad conversations. Like, God, just give me 30 grand or 40 grand's worth of cash, and we'd just sit there and have a conversation like we were two mates, you know, like. So he was a top bloke. But anyways, these things happen. Business is business, and you got to move on.
That's exactly right, man. Yeah. The good, the bad, the ugly, the money, the losses.
Yeah, exactly, bro.
All the hardship in between. It's like that's what makes business business. And it's like that's why some people cut out for it and some people aren't. I'm not saying we're here better than anyone else, but that's just the honest truth. And any real business man or woman will tell you the same thing. It's like not everyone is built for it. And it's like you got to be willing to. I was actually having a chat on the way home to a mate on the way home. He goes, man, sometimes, you know, you lose money, you drop off some clients, you won't find some opal. And it's just like, fucking the world's collapsing.
Who's doing opal? Oh, you just said opal, yep.
Yeah, I was like,
so who the fuck do you know that?
Like, you're not going to find opal, like the world's collapsing, everything's going against you. And you just have those patches and you just go, you know what? But just keep going.
Yeah.
Just keep digging. I'll make more calls. I'll post another fucking video.
Yeah, exactly.
And it just slowly, just as long as you like, I always say it, you only fail when you give up.
No, that's it, bro. You know, and then when you have like these shit times in business, man, we all have them. Like, you know,
has that been one of your shittest?
That was one of my hardest, bro. Hands down. That was really hard to deal with, bro.
So what did you tell yourself in that? I guess in that position.
I don't know, bro. It was all like I had to turn myself like. I had to turn the empathy mode off myself, you know what I mean? Like
switch.
I just had to switch it off and just go back to work, you know? Because like that day, bro, like when this guy broke into my house, bro, I left for work at 10:30. He broke in at 11:15, right? So I'm sitting out in the opal fields at like 2:30 in the afternoon. I was making phone calls with like the car dealership, my wife, and I'm telling my wife like, hey, look, like got a lot of good things happening. We're sitting in a really good position. Like everything's like in tune. And, yeah, it was just like I got home, front doors broken into, glasses smashed, like houses turned up, and I'm just like, fuck. Like I won't lie, like as stupid as this is, like it was like probably a lot of emotion going through my head, but it wasn't even the opal I first thought about. Like Proper just sent me a whole heap of clothing, and it was sitting on the bench, and my first thought was, fucking Proper clothing, not the 50 grand's worth of opal. Like then I've gone, fuck the opal, like. It's gone, you know. That was rough because my mate Rory, he works for his father out there, and that's who I got. They had 15 on it. They wanted 10 for this opal, right? It was all cut stones, and I'd always call him up, bro. He's a really good mate of mine, bro. Like we're close as. So I'd call him up, and I got his stones. I've had them for 2 weeks. Hey, bro, I just put all your money on red, lost, bro. He's like, you're fucking with me. Yeah, I am, you know what I mean? So when I called him, I said, hey, bro. And he goes, what'd you do with my money now? I was like, bro,
Wait a damn minute.
Oh fuck.
Yeah, that was crazy, man. Honestly,
Bro,
Fuck.
that was. I just want to say thank you, bro. I actually learnt so much. I even myself, I wasn't personally expecting it to be that complicated, that in depth.
Yeah.
The whole industry, how much goes into it, the different types, the different styles, where to look, all the legalities behind it. So, genuinely, thank you so much for fucking sharing that with us, sharing a lot of knowledge, value, all your peaks and troughs in business and life, and sort of how you went through all those patches of your life, man. So again, thank you so much for joining us, bro. Thank you so much.
no, thank you.
Guys, if you aren't already, please follow Zoltan on Instagram and TikTok. Like, he shares his story. You guys can probably learn a fuckload from him. So if you haven't already, get onto his socials, and we'll catch you guys on the next episode.
Hell yeah.
Thank you guys. Bye.
Thanks, guys.